All right, so my name is Matthew James, and I decided to make an Android application. I wanted to learn a little bit about app development, and this was the easiest entry point. So what I've done is I've made an app with the Google Map API, and I've used Java to implement this, not Kotlin. Obviously working in Android Studio, and I will run the app here, and after we showcase a little bit, I will show you the code and we can see what's going on behind the hood. So we have a very simple UI. Obviously we have a map, a world map here. We can get our current location by pressing the location button, and it animates us over to our current location. Because this is an emulator, I have to set my current location, as you can see here. I can choose, I have 2 pre-programmed coordinates in, so right now we'll just leave it where it is. But once we have our location here, we can make a comment, and you can say whatever you want in this comment. So this current location is called Center Square, so I really like Center Square. And we can submit that, and you see it puts down a marker here, and if we click on this marker, or if a user tapped on it with their finger, you can see the description that is displayed. And that's the comment. And so if we change our location within the emulator, so we'll choose the STC, we can see our little blue dot going over to our new location. We can make another comment. So we can make a comment at this new location. We'll say, I really like the STC. And we got another marker at our current location, and it has that comment there. And I mean, I could put this in Timbuktu and do the same thing. So that's the app. We see here in my main, the main is essentially all the code that I've messed with and made and written. You see here there's 2 other activities. These ones are helper functions, very generously put out on the internet, and that I decided to use to make my life a lot easier. You see we have a lot of import statements here requiring the classes that we need, and a few implementations of some overrides that we do later on. A lot of variables that we use throughout the program. On create, this function runs immediately on the creation of the app, or of the view. And so we have some setting up the view here, and we initialize our buttons, and we put the action listeners on those buttons. And so this particular button is the comment button. And so what it does, it brings up the dialog, and within the dialog we have another button that submits the comment, and we store it in a variable, and then we store it in a variable up here. There it is. And then we put it into this, and then we use that variable to populate the marker, and that's the comment. So that's all that happens there. This sets some listeners for the buttons that allow to get the user's location, and if you click on the blue marker of where the user is, then this one right here, set location click listener, that fires. And so those are overridden later just to give up some pop-up information to the user. Enable my location. It turns out that getting permission to use the user's location is very difficult, and so we have a lot of functions involved with getting permission. Getting permission and handling whether or not they give permission. If I would have initialized my app from the very beginning as if it was the first startup, then it would have brought up a message displaying if I want to allow my location to be shared, and I said yes on the emulator before, so it just launched right into the app. We can look at the XML. Very simple layouts. This one is the dialog, and this one is the main. Obviously, here's the map, and then here's the one button. And in the future, I would love to allow multiple users to use this app and have a radius around each one of these markers where they can only be read if the user is inside that radius. And so everybody can kind of travel around and look at what other people are saying about the places that they live in. And I believe that's all I have to show. Thank you for your time.